that's so stupid. I think that's perfect. I can't tell. 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 La, 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 la. I can't tell. What if I go like this? What if I go like this? Oh, this is annoying. Um, I'm not even sure. I am not even sure about what I am doing. Oh, I didn't go to the right. Oh, shoot. There we go. Now, if you're watching this after the fact, if you're watching this after the fact, I apologize. If you're after the factor, I severely apologize right now. Um, I apologize for being below par at the moment. I'm very distracted. You've heard that before. You've heard that before. Um, mm. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Oh my gosh. Perfect. Shoot, man. Oh boy. Oh boy. Um. Oh shoot. How the heck am I gonna monitor that? I suppose. I suppose. I'll go like this. Disco Golf Hutch. He said it ain't the first or my last. Disco Golf Hutch has definitely been the first one in here before. Good to see you doing it again, bro. You haven't lost it. You haven't lost it. You haven't lost a step. Mona Kenny. Good evening. And I don't mean as in goodbye, because I think most of the time when people say good evening, they mean they're saying goodbye. But I just mean hello in the evening time. Ordinary Pete, what's going on, bro? What's going on, bro? Hey, what did you say you did? You're like in training or something, aren't you? Didn't you go to boot camp or something like that? I remember I thought one day I was gonna go visit you at the gas station, and then I heard that you moving on up. So I don't know where you're at now, bro. Meek Slays, what's up, man? Slaying out here. Holland Dan Sock. He's the second and the ninth. What the? Aziz and the Holland Dan Sock is a 1,000. Second, ninth, 1,000. ARGR says, let's go. Um, James Bishop in the house. Angel Padilla. Angel Padilla. I want to say a big thank you. I've been MIA for a few days, so I haven't been able to say thank you to a few people. I want to say a big thank you to Angel Padilla. And I want to. I'm not sure if this one, if I'm cleared to say a last name. I want to make sure I don't say something that I'm not supposed to say. Um, where is it at? Oh, I'm in the wrong inbox. Am I? Let me go to the primary. Oh yeah, I could say this last name. I wanted to say a big thank you to Angel. I wanted to say a big thank you to Julio Rodriguez. And you know what, Julio? I want you to know, Julio Rodriguez, if you're here right now, I want you to know that you are basically single-handedly responsible for being the one to get all the Patreon members their full, complete, deserved access to all the movies that we already watched so that they can watch them after the fact if they want to. If they got nothing else going on in their lives, if they want to go check them out. You brought it to my attention, and I finally made it right. So thank you, Julio. And I want to say thank you to ARJR. Angel Padilla, Julio Rodriguez, ARJR, they all showed up big and threw down in the PayPal since we've been gone. ARJR just saying, hey man, just happy Sunday, man. Just enjoy the weekend, enjoy the day. And I want to say thank you, man. Thank you for coming through when we're not even live, when we don't even got the fireworks and the glitz and glamour going. I appreciate it very much. Um, Pero like, what's up from the 559? It's good to know that you're still in the area, Ordinary Pete. They didn't ship you out of the state or something to further their agenda. Day 4. Hey, I saw somebody post something on Twitter that he died, bro. Did you guys see that? I was like, what the? So I don't know if it's ever going to happen, Tea Drinker. It might be too late, dude.
Whose hot dog is this?
This is Josh Hokit week. It is, bro.
Am I right, Miami?
It's pathetic and it's disgusting and it's unforgivable that they're not having him at the press conference. It doesn't make any sense. Hey, David Zimmerman, you are a sweet soul, bro. It doesn't make any sense that they're doing that. They're just making it like he is exactly not only what the heavyweight division needed, bro. He's not only what the heavyweight division needed. He's not only what the UFC needed. He's quite literally what the White House needed. The moment they brought on Joshua Timothy Nathaniel Hokit versus Derek Lewis, the whole perspective, the whole tone of the White House event changed. Before that, it was a completely different thing, man. People were talking about it versus MVP. They were talking about it versus other numbered events. They were talking about what it was going to be without having John Jones, without having Conor McGregor. And it was just blah, blah, blah negativity. And then when Hokit came and saved the day, everything changed. Full 180. And then they're not inviting him to the... It's pathetic, man. It's pathetic. Mokori-san. Hey, thank you. All my love to Colombia. Well, most of it, but not. I shouldn't give all of it. I gotta say some love for other areas. Thank you, Mokori-san. Dude, I fell way behind. Way behind. Oh snap! Meek Slays, they're developing, bro. The negatives got lost in they got lost in delivery. Thank you, ARJR. I'm just trying to stay above water, man. I don't know if I told you guys ahead of time. I think I did. Jesse Jr. is like more active than ever. This is like unprecedented in the month of June. And I was out of commission like 4 days because of sports, and it's gonna happen again this week. And I'm a little terrified. I'm a little terrified about dates conflicting with the White House event. Even I can't believe it, man. I can't believe it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I'm just trying to, it's all right. Angel Padilla, much love, everyone. Happy Monday. Thank you for being here. Spread some of that love, Angel. A lot of people come to this stream relying on that Angel Padilla love, that consistency. Not I mean in a metaphorical way when I like referring to the consistency and whatnot. How long has this been going on? How long has this been going on? We barely went live right now. Barely right now. Barely. 4 a.m. in South Africa. Adam don't play, bro. I don't even know if he's just going to sleep or just waking up. You can never tell with Adam, bro. 5 weeks of training and bake. That's right. That's why we were saying, oh, Lord, stuck in Lodi again. Service advisor. Dang, bro. Dang. Ordinary Pete on that essay. They sent him across state lines so that he could specialize in that essay. James Bishop, thank you, bro. Thank you, dude. Thank you for keeping the lights on. It's like a Motel 6, but you guys do it for me. They say, we'll keep the lights on for you. Leon Enriquez. this? Octopus with no friends. What's the only feast? What in the only feast is going on here? Hey, you guys are gonna find out. You guys are gonna find out real quick. Legendary gnome. I know. All right, I'm already embarrassed. I'm embarrassed as it is. It's this has been the hardest part of my move. Inside, been the hardest part for me. I'm struggling with it. I'm definitely struggling with it. I think I'm gonna go back out into the 1,000-degree weather. I can't do this. I can't work like this. I can't work in these conditions. ARJR4 had to pause out of the Moss and Jesse show for this. Yes, for those of you who don't know, there was a new episode of the hit show, the Moss and Jesse show, that just went live today. Thank you very much for willing to make the change, ARJR. Thank you, or I have mixed emotions. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's because Donald Trump's birthday literally fell on a Sunday or what. I don't know, man. Jay Smith, I'm glad to see you here, bro. Wait, Tea Drinker, is that just breaking news like right now or what? Because they said they weren't going to be on there. Did it change again? I hope it did. I hope somebody came to their senses. Oh yeah, he's well-rounded, David Zimmerman. Hokit will bring people to the promotion because of his fighting style, because of his antics, because he's willing to fight like back in the old days. Anytime, any place, any weight, any height, any reach, any ethnicity, any gender. Just waking up in time for work. Dang. 4 a.m. to 6 p.m. Wait a minute. That's a lot, right? Wait, what? Oh, wait a minute. Wait, you're waking up at 4 or you start work at 4? That's crazy, bro. I hope you get paid by the hour. Yeah, I think I'm going to go back to that heat, Jessica. I think I'm going to run back into it like a fireman. I think I'm going to run back into it. I can't work like this, man. I get shy. I get too shy. Gonna have to pull a Tanya Hardy. I know, man. I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid about that. There's a good chance that it won't spill over, but it might. It might. Leon Enriquez, sub GM, do you think the lawsuit against Freedom UFC really puts the event at risk more than rain and bugs and snipers? I don't. I don't want to get too much into what we were talking about on the hit show, the Moss and Jesse show, but I'm personally not taking it seriously. I think if anything, there's different ways to go with it. It could be an inside job. It could be the marketing department just getting people to talk about it. Be like, what? They're trying to shut it down? Now I really want to watch. It's kind of like in judo, when you want to push, so then you pull, or you pull because you really want to push, and if you know, you know. You're just trying to get a reaction out of the uke. And there's an angle. There's an angle where it might be a publicity stunt, But there's also the angle where it's just a bunch of haters going on something like change.org, thinking they're doing something, I'm not taking it serious. I don't think it's gonna stop anything, bro. David Zimmerman. My nephew got banned from Twitter for his salty comments on Gaethje. It's crazy, man. You know what? I'm surprised. When I go on Twitter, some of the things that I run into, I feel like you can do anything and everything on Twitter. Like, I'm shocked. I'm shocked these days that anybody would get banned from Twitter. With the things that I have seen on Twitter, it's like, how do you get banned? I don't even understand. I guess that's the only thing, right? Something political. Of course, that makes sense. But man, I can't get over it. Like, even here's the thing I keep talking about with people. Even if you agree with what Sean Strickland is saying, even if you align with it, he's not the dude. He's not the dude to align yourself with, because he would. I saw this video the other day, some kid that like almost got beat to death and drowned by some old guy. A lot of you guys probably saw it. It was like a big deal. They're just pumping it to the algorithm. There's this teenager that almost got like beat to death and drowned by some old dude because the dude lived on the lake and he didn't want all the teenagers there messing around. And one of the teenager's friends, as soon as that old dude started throwing blows with him, the friend was sitting on a water ski. And as soon as that dude started throwing blows, the dude went and he just took off. He just left his homie there. He just did a 180 and he was out. I don't know if he was on probation or what, but he was out of there. And I look at Sean Strickland like that. He's the beep, beep, beep. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean anything I said and all that stuff I said about gay people, Muslims. I'm sorry. I love Muslims. I love gay people. I love gay Muslims. I know that's not supposed to be a thing, but if they exist, I believe if they're not too familiar with their own Quran and they decide to be a homosexual Muslim, I love them. I love goats. And it's like, dude, the way that he walked all of that back and even admitted blatantly, it's like everyone hangs on to every word he says, but the ones that mattered most. He literally admitted with with the clearest words, I did it to sell a fight. I did it for money. Isn't that like the opposite of integrity? Doesn't everybody, the kind of people that are trying to virtue signal with him right now, isn't everything supposed to be about integrity? Isn't that what Strickland is alleging to stand for? And it's like, so again, I'm not telling people what to believe. If every single thing in life you believe happens to align with Strickland, okay. But he's not that hill to die on, man. He'll turn that jet ski and he'll dip on you, bro. He will turn and run out of there. He'll take the money and run. If you rob a bank with that dude, he's gonna shoot you in the back like Joker, like on the Dark Knight. And he's out of there. He's not that hill to die on. I just don't get it. And now David Zimmerman, now his nephew went and got banned because of stupid Strickland. It's messed up, man. Now he's gonna have to get on Threads. I think I have to go back to working in the oven. For real, man. I'm gonna be in there like Cosmo Kramer. ARJR. It was we tested it. We tried it, bro. We tried it. We took a swing. Angel Padilla, GM, you break my record. Now I break you. Wait a minute. What record? Wait, what record did I break? You break my record. Now I break you. Wait, which record did I break? What are we talking about? Your plank record? Are we talking about planks? Some people have asked for ASMR. So I hope that you look at this not as the awkward stream where I'm trying not to be loud, but the very intentional, very conscious ASMR stream. It's all about perspective, okay? You're up at 4, so you haven't even gone to sleep, Star Viper. Dang. I appreciate that, David Gator. I was falling asleep till I seen you were live. Now I'm up, got my priorities straight. I appreciate that, man. That's some devotion right there. Thank you, dude. And thank you, ARJ, for the kiss from a rose on the street. La 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 la. Thank you, man. Running back into it like Stipe Muchacho. That's a fireman you want to look up to. Yeah, it's not even a height thing, bro. It's not even a height thing. It's just, It's just the application, it's the mindset. Oh, okay. So he got blocked by Gaethje. I've seen that Gaethje was blocking some people, man. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to blame him, man. I see some people show up in my stuff sometimes, and it's weird. When it happens, it is a weird thing for me because I'm so used to people being very positive in this community. Every once in a while, people get negative, and it's weird. It is weird. I think it is a little bit of a sign of growth because this community is so overwhelmingly positive. Every once in a while, when we start growing a little bit, it's like, ooh, I forgot what it's like when people come in here like that. But it don't feel good. It doesn't feel good. You come on here and you're just, I mean, that's the same thing. Whatever type of entertainment you're in, I come on here and I'm like, I'm just trying to entertain. I'm just trying to be silly. I'm just trying to help some people unwind, make some people laugh. And when some people leave comments like they genuinely hate you, it's like, oof, it's kind of weird. And then you got like Dustin Gaethje. He's like, bro, I'm just trying to give you fireworks. I'm just trying to give you highlights. I'm over here doing backflips off the cage. I'm over here throwing caution to the wind. You really gonna hate me? So it must be weird. It must be a weird feeling putting your life and your health on the line like that, and you got people hating you. James Bishop, thank you, man. Says Grandmaster rules. You rule, James. How about that? You rule, James Bishop. Thank you. I saw Dustin Gaethje defeat several monsters from Middle Earth. If the Gaethje that beat the Witch King shows up at the White House, the Tapatio doesn't stand a chance. That's what I'm saying. We've seen him do it before. Now, did some people boo? Maybe. Did some of us here boo? Most likely. But if that's the one that shows up to fight Tapoera, it's a wrap, man. And I was saying it, I have to expose it here because look, I know for whatever reason, and I don't get it, and it makes me sad. If there are those of you here that for whatever reason refuse to move over and watch the hit show, the Moss and Jesse show, yes, there is an official collaboration with the Mexican martial arts and the MMA hosts. For those of you that do not go over and watch that, let me give you a little bit of information. I had I don't think it's a hot take. I think at most it's warm. I think that Ilya is an easier fight for Gaethje than Paddy. I think that Ilya is a significantly easier fight. And I'm not saying that Paddy's a better fighter, but he has a better chin. Ilya has no chin. If you watch all his fights from start to finish, every single second, like I did, and I'm not talking about watching it at Buffalo Wild Wings while you're having some drinks with your homies. I'm not talking about watching it at home as you also watch someone on YouTube and you're distracted and you're fighting with people in the comment sections. I'm not talking about watching some of the highlights. I'm talking about sitting down with a notepad, taking studious notes, going through it with a fine-tooth comb like I did, fight after fight after fight after fight. No breaks. No room for distractions to creep in, for memories to be clouded. I'm talking about looking at it and watching it and researching it like homework. If you watch all his fights, he's chinny. When you watch, especially the fights before he came into the UFC, he got hit quite a bit and he always looks rocked and he becomes a wrestler. Then you see him get into the UFC and he takes beatings. He got busted up by Volkanovski. He got hit a lot and he caught him open. Max Holloway, pillow hands. Significant strikes leader in the UFC. Why? Because he has pillow hands. You know who you're never, ever going to see as the significant strikes leader in the UFC? Someone like Francis Ngannou. Because they hit too hard. So it's not a compliment to Max Holloway. So don't say, well, he took shots from Max. Volkanovski touched him up, busted his face open, and Volkanovski was concussed. Volkanovski had just been concussed by Makhachev, and he's already in the cage a little over 3 months later. Shouldn't even have got concussed by Makhachev, but he had a stupid weight cut on 11 days notice with no fat camp. That's what he needed, frankly. No fight camp or fat camp. Gaethje takes a lot of shots to the dome. Lot of shots. And then after a bunch of them, maybe he starts every once in a while looking rocked here and there. Ilya, you touch him on the chin, he looks rocked. And I think Gaethje's going to come in. He's going to fight him like Fiziev. And I think Ilya gets caught up in his combos. I think he's in love with his combos. He's going to spam them, and he commits to them. He's going to get caught in the middle of the combo with the counter. I think Gaethje's going to do it, Nigel. I agree, bro. ARJR, thank you. Thank you for blessing Husky Boy. Husky Boy came in here to this stream today not even knowing that he had an appetite for some foot stuff. Having no idea, bro. No idea. Thank you, ARJR, for blessing Husky Boy. I used to wear husky pants when I was a little boy. Takes me back, bro. I was a husky boy. Meat Rocket, what's the news? I mean, I've been hearing a lot of news that he is a homoerotic individual. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. I kind of would like to believe that I was part of the person that set that trend in motion, by the way. I'd like some credit for that. I've also heard about him having beef with Gaethje and Gaethje's dad, allegedly. Yeah, David Zimmerman, yeah, it's kind of that way with everybody, you know. Nobody is 100% like us. We're kind of aligned with little bits and pieces of what different people say. I get it. What's up, Killer Dad? Killer Dad. Hope you're having a good evening, bro. You didn't miss too much, Rogue Mod. We're just talking about that Ilya Tapuera he might be a homoerotic individual. Not, you know, we're not saying one way or another, like our takes on it, just, you know, as a factual statement. You're floaty packed. Wait, what are we talking about? What happened? Oh, because the pool party? Dude, I haven't even got to the news yet, man. Everybody's being so generous. I haven't even got to the news yet, bro. Let me hop over there in a little bit. James Bishop, I love goats. Grandmaster 2026. I'm going to be honest with you. I actually do love goats. And I'm going to make a claim right now. I know it's a bold claim. I'm fully convinced that I like goats even more than Chamoyev. And I mean that genuinely. And I don't mean that in the Sean Strickland way. I don't mean that in the accusatory way. I mean it in a real way. Like, aside from the allegations. Just like, how much does Khamzat actually like goats? Like, does he actually have a legitimate fondness toward goats? I think I like them more. It is a dream of mine someday to have cattle and to have a lot of goats. So I do love goats. Oh wow, I'm very behind. Oh wow, I'm very behind. Oh my gosh. GM, I got the feeling watching your video the other day that you don't agree with what Sean said about Trump and Israel, but I do agree that Sean is most probably doing all this to go viral. Rowan Noah, let me say this. I understand fully. I'm not unaware of this. I understand that me even saying what I'm about to say will definitely upset some people. I know that. So no one needs to go, because it's like, I get it. I know. It's just I don't have the energy to humor that. So here's my statement. You said, GM, I got the feeling watching your video the other day that you don't agree with what Sean said about Trump/Israel, but I do agree that Sean is most probably doing all of this to go viral. Let me say this. And another thing I want to preface it with, I understand that there are going to be people in here that when I say what I'm about to say, they're not even going to be able to wrap their beanie around the fact that this is a true statement because of the way that they live. They're not going to believe me. They're not going to be able to comprehend it because it's just not their reality. I couldn't tell you the first thing about Trump and Israel and Palestine and Gaethje and Strickland and the people attending the White House and the files. I couldn't tell you the first thing or the fourth thing or the 12th thing. I do everything within my power. It's like I'm playing dodgeball. I do everything I can in my power to avoid all of that stuff. I couldn't tell you anything that's going on in those parts of the world right now, or who's doing what, or who said what, or who's aligning with what and why, and based on this and how many people died and what are they doing to them now. Couldn't tell you. The people that do know that, they want to know that. There was a little pocket of my life where I was around people like that all the time. They had it on the TV. They had it on the radio. They had it on their phone. They're constantly looking it up. They're looking at it in the newspaper. Their whole existence was politics and arguing and debating, and they're right, we're right, they're wrong. And guess what? The other side always thinks the same thing. They're fully convinced. And it's funny, I was listening to a debate the other day between a Christian and an atheist. And they were both ridiculously intelligent people. Highly skilled, talented, well-read, educated, just brilliant people. And when you see people like that talk, and so staunchly, articulately, with full conviction, disagree. They both seem ridiculously intelligent. And they're so passionate about their stance, and they've studied it and been immersed in it for decades and decades. And somehow, even though they're working with the same information, the exact same information is available to both of them, they still disagree. Wow. And it kind of told me something that I feel like I already knew. The first thing it told me, which isn't really applicable here, because I know that's not what we're doing here. That's not what we're talking about here. A lot of people aren't going to care about that. The first thing it told me is it's not a matter of information. There's no lack of information. It's not a matter of misunderstanding, misinterpretation. It's a matter of the heart. But that's talking about Christianity and atheism. Because if you want to be an atheist, you will always find... doesn't matter. That's not what we're talking about right now. But what it told me in a broader sense is, hey, guess what? Guess what? Anytime there's ever been a war in history, anytime there's ever been a genocide, And even when there's infanticide, which people seem to be cool with. People hate genocide. They're all for infanticide. Explain that one. Anyway, anytime there's ever been any kind of a war, any kind of a conflict, any kind of a genocide, whatever, both sides are with full conviction. Both sides believe they're right. Do you think any country has ever gone to war? Like even the Nazis. Like, do you think any country or any Genghis Khan, anybody, do you think anyone has ever gone into war and been like, we're the bad guys? No. Nobody actively plays that role. This isn't a movie. Everyone goes in with full conviction that they're the good guy. Even Genghis Khan, he went to these places and told them, wow, what must you have done that made God bring me to you to do this to you? he was under the assumption, he was under the belief that God sent him to destroy and obliterate these people. So that, Rowan Noah, I took the opportunity of you saying that to just say something very generic and broad to everybody, because I know a lot of people had questions about my thoughts or stances after that video, which was kind of weird to me. I don't think you have to watch very many videos of me to get a good sense of me. And sometimes when people act like they're disappointed or surprised with me, I'm like, were you watching all my videos with your eyes closed and your ears plugged? You're acting surprised now? You must have been stupid. Some people really play that card with me sometimes. How could you? I didn't think you'd say this. I'm so disappointed. I'm like, bro. If you're disappointed in that, then I'm just disappointed in you, period. Because if you're disappointed in thinking that I said this about that, then that tells me who you are. Anyway, Rowan Noah, so I don't pay attention to anything, and I do everything I can to avoid it because I know it doesn't matter. And I know there's a lot of people out there that think it's their whole, bio portion to talk about all their causes and everything they care about, and it makes them who they are and gives them a reason to live and all that. And it's offensive to people like that to hear someone like me say, I don't care. Because it's, they view them as sensitive issues that people should care about. What I'm saying is I could care about it 0% or 100%. It will change 0%. 0%. Me caring about it and tweeting about it and making hashtags about it will change 0. All it's going to do is make me be able to go like this. So that's my whole thing on whether I agree with him or what he said and all that kind of stuff. Now, when it comes to he's just doing all of it to go viral. Absolutely. I was talking about it on the hit show, The Moss and Jesse Show. People that are really siding with Strickland and claiming him and clinging to him as their mouthpiece and their savior and all that, it's funny that they'll overlook, they're not thinking. And I feel like I'm repeating myself because I said a lot of this earlier when me and Moss recorded. But what I told him was that I literally had people in my comment section saying, I don't like Strickland. As a matter of fact, I hate Strickland. I detest him. I've never liked him. I don't like anything about him. I can't stand him. But I like this. Yes. So it's just people that are constantly on the hunt and on the search for echo chambers. And who's going to agree with me today on this latest stance that I have to virtue signal and make people align with me, and I can find my people. It's just, it kind of shows the mentality of people like that, where it's not about the integrity of the individual that you're now championing. You're just desperately looking for someone in that little moment in time that's validating your cause and your beliefs and your stance. And he's doing that for some people right now. And what I said when I was talking with Moss is, Sean Strickland isn't like us. He's not like me. He's not like you, that, all of us that are here right now. He's a UFC champion. And he has said on many occasions, he doesn't ever even have to fight again. He's set for life. He's good. He has that kind of money. So being at that level, at that caliber in life, you're telling me, Sean Strickland, that when you get a phone, and look, this is what I said to Moss. I said, when I get a phone call during the day, if I get a phone call, it's, hey, we need some bread. Could you go get some bread? Hey, can you remember to put this thing in the dryer? That's the kind of phone calls we get, right? Sean Strickland gets a phone call about the White House, about Israel. These are the kind of phone calls he's getting. Those are the circumstances in his life. He's living a different kind of life than we are. And his first thing when that happens, something of that magnitude, getting uninvited from the White House because of something in regard to Israel. His first reaction is, oh, okay, all right, okay, bye. Okay, guys, well, here's the thing. Like, dude, what are you, a 12-year-old girl? Dear Diary, are you serious? You're a UFC world champion. You're set. You're good. You're having conversations about Israel and the White House. And your first reaction is you're going to get online and vent. And like I've been saying, and I know you're tired of hearing me say it, pander. That's exactly what he's doing to people. He's trying to pander and get in certain people's good graces so that he could go viral. He's saying what a lot of people, he's doing what he did when he built up the Chamoye fight. He's saying all the things that he knows a certain group wants to hear. And what makes me feel sick is that when I say that, people think I'm going full Luke Thomas and that I'm saying anything about a certain group of people. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying he's exploiting people. And then he's saying that he's going to go to the White House with the bullhorn and do a whole meet and greet with this bow over there. This dude is so desperate for attention. Disco Golf hellos and loves to everybody. To everybody. Thank you, Disco. Thank you, bro. Good to see you, bro. Disco, do you go out there and slang every day? Do you stay doing that every day? And do you have to use both arms, or is one of your arms like super buff? Yeah, I saw that thing with Dylan Mulvaney, and I didn't know if it was real because I saw other people sharing it. You know how sometimes people make memes and it's like a page and they make it look like a fighter shared something, but it was just a meme, so I didn't even know if it was real. Marloca, Marloca, corazones verdes, corazones verdes. What the heck? Oh shoot, brother. ARGR 12. I was about to go memes. Now I'm up. Let's go. ARGR, I feel bad. Thank you for being here, bro. But I feel bad. I don't want to ruin your tomorrow morning, bro. Oh, by the way, I hope it works for everybody. I'm telling you, man, this month is a little bit in shambles, man. This month is really weird. Tomorrow, I hope it works. It looks like tomorrow needs to be the movie night. And I will start it as early as I can. But I think I'm gonna be out of commission the rest of the week. And it's not looking good, man. It's not looking good. I'm talking about uploads. I'm talking about streams. Um, Jesse Jr. is very, very, very active. He's doing very good with sports, and I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit nervous. Um, so hopefully tomorrow works. Me too, Meat Rocket, and I think he's gonna do it. I think he's gonna do it, man. ARJR just blessed Hunter Biden laptops.
We are family. 'Cause I got all my homies
Yeah,
with
I
me.
think they're plenty blessed. I think Hunter Biden laptops are plenty blessed. All right, I mean they're miracle workers, huh? Ilya smiles like he literally has no chin. Dude. He's trying to do them. I saw the other day in an article that supposedly Brad Pitt has the jawline that he does because he chews a lot of gum. So maybe Ilya, someone told him to smile or something. Maybe some dude told Ilya he needs to smile more. Maybe that's what it's all about. ARJR just blessed. Oh, Mo Diggity. I like the way you're working, Mo Diggity. Mo Diggity's been here, bro. Mo Diggity been in this community. Good to see him become a gringo, bro. Oh, David Zimmerman. I don't hate Gaethje, but I would rather fight. I don't hate Gaethje, but I would. Oh, that's why I've been struggling to see. I didn't make the thing bigger. What the heck? I don't hate Gaethje, but I'd rather fight Dustin while he has a knife than ever attempt a backflip off the cage. That's scary. Wait a minute. Am I understanding this correctly? You're saying that you would rather fight Gaethje while he has a knife in his hand than you would rather fight Gaethje while he's armed with a knife. You'd rather do that than try to do a backflip off the cage. You know what? I would do the same thing. I've never done a backflip in my life. I remember when I was like a kid doing the martial arts, there was some flips and stuff like that in the curriculum. And I was like, chale. You know what I will work on? I'll work on kick you in the face. I'll work on throwing a mean back fist, a hammer fist, some elbow sopa, some takedowns, some chops, some outwards, some inwards, you know, some small joint manipulation. I'm not doing a backflip though. I'm not Jackie Chan. You know why I don't want to be Jackie Chan? Because Jackie Chan is an acrobat. He's a Chinese acrobat. I don't want to be an acrobat. He's a Chinese acrobatist disguising as a martial artist. Yes, I am a Jackie Chan denier. For those of you that don't know. For those of you that are new here, I am a Jackie Chan denier. I feel like you're trying to... Hey, with all disrespect, bro, Sentient Dogma, I don't know if you're a regular here and you're a homie or if you're just trying to do a thing here. I can't stand it when... It seems like anytime you say something that someone doesn't like, they're like, oh, I know what word I want to use. Contrarian. And it's like, you know, sometimes people just don't agree with you, right? I feel like I've been called that so many times just because I'm not like a sheep. I'm not like, I don't get on hype trains. I don't know. And it's not that I'm just like, I refuse. I've been on hype trains. I mean, I was a big Alex Pereira fan. I was on that train. I liked him. I like rooting for him. Hokit. I mean, I feel like that's kind of offensive to call it a hype train, but that's kind of what it is, you know, when you get this guy that just comes in, he just takes everything by storm. Everyone's talking about him. He's the future. Everyone loves him. I feel like I've done that with a couple people. I was kind of like, you know, Ethan Ewing. Is that a little bit of a stretch? He's a new guy. He really derailed Wellmaker and then had another good win. And so I'm not against something just because it's popular, but I feel like if I ever happen to say anything that is against the grain, people are like, call him a contrarian. I think that Ilya is overrated. I don't think he has a chin, and I don't think he has the resume that people think he does. I think he struggled in a lot of areas and looked rocked in a lot of his fights, definitely before the UFC and in the UFC. Couldn't finish Josh Emmett. Asterisk all day by Volkanovski. Be a desperate Max Holloway that had just bulked up and worked himself up to go up and then came right back down to try to get his belt back, because finally, after he lost to Volkanovski 3 times, he thought he was going to come back and get it from Ilya. Took a stupid weight cut after it took forever to get all big. Lost. And again, I don't think that Holloway is as good. I think he's overrated. I think the stressed era has long outlived the blessed era. Who's his best victory? Ortega? Who has Ortega beat? He had a hard enough time. Ortega had a hard enough time having a victory over Tracy Cortez. Look at how long it took him to get past that. What else? Calvin Kattar? Lost to Volkanovski through Korean Zombie? Oh, a guy that's named because he takes a beating. That's the best compliment that we could give him. Guy really knows how to take a beating. He's like a zombie, basically, because he fights like he's dead because he takes such a good beating. Oh, he beat Caution to the Wind Gaethje? Oh, he beat the bridesmaid Poirier? Max Holloway's not... I know he's a likable, lovable dude, but I think, like, if people like him for being a gamer, cool. He seems like a cool guy. But he's not... He doesn't have the resume. He's not the fighter that people think he is. What are his best victories? And against who? People want to discredit Khabib all day. Look at who, strength of schedule. Look at who we fought. Look at, okay. Then let's look at who Max fought. The guys that he beat, that made him a legend, are the fighters that everyone else always makes fun of. So I don't think Max Holloway has the resume that earns him the, what people make him out to be. Sorry, Jay Smith. And therefore, and because of much more than that, neither does Ilya. I don't get it. Rather than it being trying to offset the glaze, I think people are just sheep. And they watch some highlights and they fall for it. I'm just not easy. I'm not easy. You got to buy me a few dinners. You got to buy me a few dinners. You got to write me some poetry. Buy me some chocolates. I don't even like chocolate. It's just the expectation, I appreciate you trying to entertain. Some people who get worked up are just political purists who need someone to agree with their every opinion. I just found you recently and enjoy your content. Thank you, Star Viper. Star Viper. Star Viper, I was thinking of that recently because, bro, like I said a little bit ago, I usually have such positivity on the channel that whenever some of that negativity comes through, like came through in my most recent video, because some of the stuff I said about Strickland, it was kind of weird. I'm not really used to it. And I had that thought that, like, man, it's unfortunate that people are so super uber obsessed with politics and if who's on the right side of history and do they agree with me, and if they don't agree with me, they're dead to me and they must be terrible people. And it's like, man, don't they get exhausted living like that? It seems terrible. Like, look, if I'm doing a stream and people show up in here, if I'm in, so look, if I make a video and I say some things that people don't like because they think I'm saying something in particular politically or whatever, they'll be like, oh, I'm unsubscribing, I'm disappointed in you, I can't believe you said that. It's like, bro, relax.
if I'm streaming, or if it's a video I uploaded and I see the comments, whatever, and people, but I think streaming's a better example. If I'm streaming and someone says something in here that I disagree with, then I'm like, oh yeah, humans disagree, right? I know that because I've been alive. That's cool. That's to be expected. Let's talk about some funny stuff now. So I don't get it when there's people like, I've been watching this channel just to try to catch you slipping at some point and find out that I knew that you didn't agree with me at every point politically. So now I'm out. It's like, bro, is this what you seek? And like, you're not just seeking like some unwinding, some entertainment, some laughs, some hee-hee-ha-has, some good times. Like, you're literally actively just trying to find points of agitation or division. I don't get it. People are just too eager for that. So yeah, thank you, Star Viper. I really appreciate that. Oh dang, Marco Liao. Oh dang. Marco Liao's trying to get some people to see some feet stuff. Heck yeah, bro.
We are family.
He just blessed Sentient Dogma. Sentient Dogma. Migs Plays. Sector MMA. Miguel Cruz and Steven Dubois. Steven Dubois. Steven Dubois. Thank you. Thank you, Marco Liao. And Marco, hopefully I'm not being disrespectful here. I don't recall seeing your name a whole bunch in the chat. I don't recall seeing you super active in the chat. So it's crazy that you're coming slapping down like this on behalf of others. Thank you, bro. Thank you for changing their lives today. Marloca with that fox. Marloca. You know what? It is so refreshing to see this beautiful, tender, loving fox here today. I actually had a dream last night. I had a little bit of a nightmare. I had a dream about a pit bull. You know those animals that were literally bred? They were literally very intentionally, consciously bred to be killing machines. I'm talking about like Terminator dogs. They were literally bred to be monster psychopath killing machines. You know what dogs I'm talking about? I had a dream that I had a neighbor that had a pit bull and it broke through the fence and it was attacking my dogs. So I started fighting with the pit bull. And the pit bull latched onto my hand. And I remember... So I'm dreaming, right? And, well, I don't know. Maybe I didn't know I was dreaming. It's hard to tell. So I'm dreaming. And the pit bull... I go, and the pit bull bites onto my hand. And the first thought I have is... if he gets my fingers... I'll never play the guitar again. I was like, I can't let that happen. I'm still trying to pursue a music career. You know, I haven't even got back to that chapter yet, you know? And so then I had some stuff in my pockets and I took it out and I went, ha! And then I distracted him and then he starts going after the stuff that was in my pockets. And then I woke up. Because Marilena was making a bunch of unnecessary noise. a bunch of unnecessary noise. But it is refreshing to see that Fox right now. Kind of cleanses the palate, you know. Marco Lia, órale carnal, it's been a minute. Hope everything is on the up and up. Marco, I may sound a little weird right now. We are doing the Mexican ASMR. I am in the pad right now. I'm not in my normal dojo, so I feel a little bit weird. I'm a little bit shy, speaking a little bit quietly. So in case you're wondering what the heck is going on in this community, did he lose his voice? It's a little bit different. It's a little bit different right now. But man, thank you for being here. Thank you for rolling through. I don't know if the algorithm just popped up and said, Marco, we're still alive. I don't know, man, but I'm glad to see you here, knowing that it's been a minute. We are still alive and well. I'm so annoyed that like there's so much news right now. So much news going on right now that Marco, I don't know if you've seen it. I've been making these little quick and easy videos lately where I'm just basically scrolling through Twitter, through all the MMA news and kind of just reacting to it in real time and trying to be, you know, silly with it. So, you know, we are active again with the streams and the VODs, but man, it's going to be kind of a slow week, but hopefully you're able to come around more often and see what we're doing, bro, and that you could be a part of it. And Sentient Dogma, I'm glad to see that you're liking the membership, bro. When you were talking about the glazing Ilya and stuff, I was like, I didn't know if you were just like hate watching or what. I didn't know if you were a homie or what. I don't know what was going on. The Tapuera news is, did you hear that Georgina left him? Wait, what? Hey, I think you're looking at an old article, bro. Diego Arias says, Cope. Diego, what's the topic? What are we coping about, bro? What are we coping about? Are we coping about Ilya? It can't be about Ilya. What would be coping about? Oh, you're talking about Volkanovski? No, dude, you can't be talking about Volkanovski because that's just factual history. What are we talking about? Are you just saying cope real big in caps to get to me because last time we were having a conversation about the word cope? I have a beef with Janko jeans. Actually, nah, they hold the perfect amount of beef. Hey, you could do something. You could do leg day every day with those, bro. Those are made for the power lifters. King Indigo. Do I put 1,000 on Dustin? Was seconds away from doing it with Strickland. Now I got FOMO, trying to get ahead of the rat race. Dude, I was literally thinking, because I'm not a gambler. I'm not a gambling person. I don't think I got a gambling personality. Maybe it's because I've never had money. I don't know. But I don't like to encourage it. I think I told you guys recently I got a potential sponsorship offering for gambling. I said, chale, like I try not to have anything to do with it. But I kind of feel like as like a one-off, if I had some money, I'd probably do something. Probably do something with the game fight and with especially with the Gaethje fight. But I would never encourage anybody, bro. I would never encourage anybody because it's not worth it, bro. I don't want to be wrong and mess anybody up, bro. But I got a strong belief in Gaethje, man. I got a strong belief in Gaethje. I think I hate it when people say styles make fights. It's like, hey, be a better fighter. Be well-rounded so that you can't say, oh, this is why he beat me. Oh, then work on that. So I don't like when people say styles make fights, but I do believe in being able to make the claim, hey, this dude's a bad matchup for you. As it stands right now, Gaethje's a bad matchup for Ilya. So, dude, man, I wouldn't want to tell you what to do, King Indigo, but see, I don't know how significant 1,000 is to you. I don't know how much you have to play with, you know, but it would cross my beanie, bro. It would cross my beanie. I'll say that. Oh man, I didn't realize how far behind I was. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize. There's no way I'm this far behind. Oh, this is disgusting. This is disgusting how far behind I am. I'm going to have to look on the back end to see if I missed any donations. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize people were being this crazy right now. Oh my gosh, bro. Let me see. I clicked on the wrong thing. Hold up. That's insane. Are they both watching it? Question mark. Yeah, period. You shouldn't have even been able to hear that, period. Put it to at least 32, period. Shoot, man. Okay, let me see where we're at. Okay. Do you know what I'm saying though? Question mark. Go put that on in the living room, period. Okay, I see everything that I need to see right here for the super chat. I just really hope I didn't miss any membership stuff. For Cody Chapman, he's in here representing that he's been a member for 10 months. Cody Chapman always brings that dynamic, brings that atmosphere to the stream. Thank you, Cody Chapman, for being here. Oh, dang it. Marloca has just blessed Marco Leal. Dude, it's like the algorithm. No, I don't want to give the algorithm any propositions. It's like something in the fabric of our stream. Something in here. Marco Leal came down, slapped down 5 big ones for complete strangers to bless them, shared some beautiful words, and now he got blessed by Marloca. This is crazy. Marloca, Marco Leal, it's like they're related. I don't even get it. It's too crazy. Thank you, Marloca. ARJR slapped down 5. For Dos the Greek. Aluwerko. That kid Kyrus. That kid Icarus. Oni Spoof. Eric Estes. Thank you, ARJR. Thank you, ARJR, for exposing my footsies to the world. Thank you, bro. Cody, thank you for giving me a reason to bleach my socks, bro. Cody Chapman in here blessing right off the cuff. Cody Chapman came in here and blessed Divad Relfes. Divadre. No. Elfes. Divad Relfes. Thank you, Cody Chapman. Marloca threw down again for Thomas Malcolm. Oh my gosh. What's up, Elmo? We got Elmo back. Elmo, I was trying to help you figure it out last time, bro. Did you ever get anywhere with the Patreon? I was trying to tell you, somebody told me, I think Angel told me that if you go into the email that you signed up for the Patreon with, there might be like a confirmation link or something that it tries to walk you through so that it works right. This is why I'm such a nihilist. Nothing matters. We don't matter. Not now. Not in 50 years. Nothing. Why am I going to trip over politics? Nothing I say matters. I get it, Legendary Gnome. And I guess I would say my take on it is similar to like Ecclesiastes. You know, there's nothing new under the sun. The waves come in, the waves go out, sun goes up, sun goes down. It's been happening since the beginning of time. Us getting ourselves worked up over something isn't going to make a difference in 10 minutes or in 10 millennia. It's not going to make a difference. People are getting worked up over something just to argue about someone with, to cause more division and debate and strife and anger and frustration. What? Unless they agree with you? That's crazy. If people don't act like Christ and his teachings, it makes sense that they would deny his divinity and godhood. Yeah, man. I was watching a video earlier today. I mean, I've talked about this before on here. I was watching a video and some guy was talking to the apologist, and he was like, if God's real, why don't he come down right now? Why don't he come down and do some miracles right now? It's like, you mean like he did already? And they said that he was demonic because of those miracles and they killed him? Do you think you must be better? You must be better than the people that lived at that time. You must have it all together. You must be more intelligent. You wouldn't do it that way, right? You would handle it correctly this time? Because all the people that were around at that time that shouted to crucify him, they weren't on your level. They just didn't handle the ball right, you know? Let them try time to run it back, and this time you'll do things right? You'll do things correctly? It's just the heart of man, bro. ARJR 16:34 to go. We've got this. Let's go. All I gotta say is, James, don't bring Alex Pereira into this. You got it. Don't make me go after Josh Hawk. Josh Hawk too. It feels weird, man. Cause I remember just being like, chama, like, but I don't know, man. I don't know if it's the Nina Chama curse or what. And then I can't believe it, man. It was so beneath him. I can't believe he was chasing. And maybe I shouldn't be all soap opera about it, you know. Maybe it's my fault for going full National Enquirer and caring about those things. But all the Nina stuff. And then Tracy. Really, Alex? Tracy? I felt like it just told us a lot about, like, him. Man. Oh, dang. Unknown baller 99 wants some of that. Says, I want some of that foot stuff. Unknown baller. Thank you. Thank you, unknown baller. Thank you. Hey, $24.99 squad. That is the biggest squad. $24.99 is ridiculous, crazy, unprecedented high levels of support right there. That's a big fat membership right there. Thank you. That's asking for all the toes right there. Thank you, unknown baller. Thank you so much for doing it. Self-inflicted. King Indigo, dude, putting another 5 on respect for ARJR doing the GM good every stream. Bro puts in that OT, or he works for Google. Yeah, I try not to ask too many questions, bro. I'm starting to think that ARJR does welding as a hobby, you know, like out of the goodness of his heart, you know, just, I don't know, man. I don't know. He could be like some kind of venture capitalist, eccentric billionaire, something. I don't know. And then he's just like, I do this for fun. Kind of like an Edward Scissorhands, kind of like, but like with the metal, like just for fun, bro. It's a front. It's a front. Might as well be pushing that olive oil, you know? Hey, Jay, what do you think of Alex Pereira's cheeks, though? The cheeks don't lie? ARJR, no one ever asks, are we the baddies? Yeah, it's a big fat assumption, man. No one's ever. Yeah, it's the perspective. Everyone's the good guy, right? Everyone's a good guy. Hitler had that victim mentality, you know. Nobody let him be a painter. No one let him be an artist. No one gave him that affirmation. Thought that everybody was stealing everything from him. Everything was going wrong. Had to blame it on somebody. Everything going sideways in his life. Getting rejected. People dying all around him. Had to blame it on somebody. And then he made himself into this kind of savior. Thought he was saving the people, you know. Leon Enriquez. Strickland is at such a level that he needs two Israel's nemesis. One is not enough for a UFC champion. He's at such a level that Are you saying because Israel and the Israel Adesanya? He needs to have two Israel nemesis. Two Israel nemesis? Is that the plural for nemesis? Nemesis or nemesis? He's at such a level he needs two Israel nemesis. That's funny, bro. Wait a minute. No, that's right. He's like anti-Israel. I don't understand what he is. If he's anti-Israel, is he pro-Palestine? It's like, well, bro, like, are you anti? Because I don't think Gaethje's pro-Palestine. Gaethje's about America. So if you're mad at Gaethje because of America, are you gonna come in with the Palestine flag strictly? Like, well, make up your mind, bro. I don't know. I'm overthinking it. I just made 7 people mad at least. Even by saying that, even by asking that question, I made 7 people mad. ARJR has just blessed. It's Imzy. It's Imzy. Thank you, ARJR. Man, you guys are trying to grow this family tonight. GP, you're excited for what to be done with the whole White House thing? Like all the political drama, that kind of stuff? Billy the Kidder, I told Marilena, if we have to go somewhere, if we have to travel to an event, to this game or whatever, I'm going to have to bring the computer with me or something. I cannot miss it. So I don't know exactly how I'm going to pull it off, but I obviously can't miss it. I saw the thumbnail earlier, Jay. So here's what I think I'm going to do after the stream, because I had a little bit of a mental breakdown before the stream. And there's two possibilities for me after this stream. I'm either going to go to unfortunately I don't have a piano here anymore. I have it in storage, but I do have an organ. No, it's not an organ, it's a keyboard. I do have a keyboard in the garage. After this stream, I'm either gonna go in there and write a song, because I just kind of need to, or I'm gonna get on the treadmill with a sauna suit and I'm just gonna watch the whole Kill Tony and just chuckle it out. I'm either gonna chuckle it out and sweat it out, or I'm gonna write a song and stew and marinate and let that be my muse, my frustration from today. I'm not sure which one. Maybe both. We'll see. But I got to do the song first if I'm going to do both, because I can't work out my frustrations and sweat and laugh and then do it. You got to do it while you're depressed. You can't make good songs if you're happy, What am I going to do? Write a Barry Manilow song? Even though that's hypocritical, because I was just telling you guys how much I like Barry Manilow earlier, the last stream. But here's the thing. There are some Barry Manilow songs that I like, but I would never want to write Barry Manilow songs, Tomorrow works great. What are we watching? Are you kidding me? There's no way I'm that far behind in the stream. I'm gonna spin the wheel. I'm gonna spin the wheel for that. So I'm not biased or controlling it. I don't want to be like the UFC judges. I'm gonna spin the wheel. Disco Golf Hutch. I would sling frisbees every day if I could. Listen to GM every day. I do. Oh, dang it. Well, that's good. That's good, Disco Golf Hutch, because if it was the kind of thing where you had to do it every day and that was part of your like daily activities, it might, maybe not. I was actually having a conversation with someone earlier about pizza, and I told them, because they were telling me how they would get sick of something if they had it every day. And then we started talking about how like I could eat pizza every day and I would never get sick of it. So maybe you wouldn't get sick of it. But thank you. I hope you don't get sick of me, bro, if you're listening to this every day. But, I'll find ways to try to keep reinventing myself, Jackie Chan versus one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Who wins? The Ninja Turtles, because they actually do martial arts. Jackie Chan is a Chinese ballerina. Slingback is a good movie. Slingback? I never even heard of that. That kind of sounds like a slur. Slingback. Wait, apparently this is a type of women's shoe. Slingback movie. Is there a movie about women's shoes? Is there any chance you were talking about Sling Blade, ARJR? I do love Sling Blade. Yeah, but Jay, I mean, by the time that Max fought Jose Aldo, I don't think he was Jose Aldo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. Imagine if Max would have fought Khabib, dude. Khabib's mom would have made Max retire just by feeling bad for him. Marco, what are we denying with Jackie Chan, GM? Like, if he could fight or do backflips, because he could definitely. No, here's my thing with Jackie Chan, and I'm partly being silly because I know Jackie Chan is like a ridiculously lovable, endearing dude. If I want to watch a martial arts movie, every time I've tried to watch a Jackie Chan movie, I feel like I'm watching like some dude hop around in like a circus. It's a lot of flips and rolls and what do they call it? Stunts. And it's like, dude, I'd rather watch Steven Seagal. I just want to see you just break some bones, just brutalize the guy, just kick him in the face. And I feel like Jackie Chan is more of like a show. And all these extra, and that's me. That's a personal thing. Like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I hate those movies. The movies with like all the extreme wire work and CGI and stuff that you know would never happen. Now, to his credit, Jackie Chan is like actually doing all this stuff. Like that is stupid impressive. Stupid impressive. But when I watch a martial arts movie, I just want to see like Bruce Lee. Just stand in front of him and punch him in the face. Do some spinning back kicks. Punch him in the gut. You know, I don't need to see you backflip over a car and then jump through a ladder and then balance a watermelon on your head and then do the splits. And I don't need all that stuff. So I'm not saying I dislike the guy or trying to be a hater. I just, even though he's a really bad dude. He was like a really like promiscuous guy and like a bad father, and it was disappointing, man. Billy the Kidder says light work. Light work. I'm not even entirely sure what you're talking about, but I like the confidence. Oh, we're talking about Sling Blade. I haven't seen it in a while. I think Sling Blade's a movie I could watch like at least once a year. ARJR has just blessed Timothy Crespi. Timothy Crespi. Why are people mad about Strickland talking smack about Israel? It's been years. What the heck? I guess the dog collar comments are coming back to haunt him. So we mixing up Israel's again, huh? We're mixing up Israel's. Hey, by the way, hey, when you guys like disperse and you guys go out to Reddit and Twitter and YouTube, and you know what will be funny if you guys are willing to do it? Just keep perpetuating the confusion. Like with all this Israel and Strickland drama, just find ways to insert like that you think he's talking about Adesanya. Excuse me for one moment. I apologize. Louder, period. Because you had it all low, period. Did she already do it? Question mark. Thank you, ARJR, again for blessing Timothy Crespi. David Zimmerman. Marcus McGee wasn't lying. He really is the best skateboarder in the UFC. What the heck? See, sometimes people go and do stuff like this and expose me for being a casual because I don't even know what the heck you're talking about, bro. I don't know what the heck you're talking about, bro. He was talking about being the best skater? I didn't even know nothing about this. Did he say this like in an interview or like the post-fight whatever? Why are we talking about it? I mean, good. Give him his props. You know, give it the respect where it's due. I guess he's the best skateboarder. Everybody take note. Marcus McGee is the best skateboarder in the UFC. And he won. And he won his last fight. Dang. Oh no. ARJR halfway there under an hour. We can do it. Let's go. Let's go. I'm just trying to catch up so I could get to this news. I feel terrible that I haven't even got to the news for you guys. Darren Miguel, what's your thoughts on Harley Williams comedy? I absolutely love Harley Williams. You know how I hate it when people say protect blank at all costs. I feel like it's kind of been outplayed. But if I would ever say that about anyone, it would be probably about him. He's a living legend. He is someone that's been like untouched by like modern brain rot and like politics and whatever stupid way the culture is devolving. I feel like he's an absolute throwback who has stayed true to himself. Like, I feel a lot of ways about him like I feel like about Kevin Nealon. Like, they just feel like a total throwback who has stayed themselves and it's paid off and people respect them for it. I love that he commits. I mean, the commitment is like unbelievable. He commits to goofiness, to silliness, to just slapstick. He's not like stuffy and doesn't take himself too serious. It's just beautiful, just childlike, innocent, amazing, just fun times. I love that guy. Mr. Worldwide Horror Movie. Mr. Worldwide Horror Movie in GM's Dreams. I didn't even think about that. Dale. That'd be funny if the dog was like, dale. That would have been a crazy crossover, bro. Oh, Legendary Gnome. I was trying to remember who was I beefing with, and I was really coloring it up. That's right, it was you. Timothy Crespi, I had a dream where we see skits again. Oh, I mean, I could probably do them if it was just me, but how pathetic is that, bro? Like a one-man show kind of thing? That's lame. It feels desperate when people do that. I don't know, man. I'm not as close in the vicinity these days as I used to be with Flaco. I don't know, man. I just would like people to know I feel the same way. And it would be amazing. It's just, it's crazy. It's like one of those cycles. It's like a vicious cycle because it's like, if I could do that, I would. If things were going that well and I was getting those kind of views and I had that kind of motion, I'd be able to do that. But then I realized, what if I don't ever get there until I do it? And it's like, but I can't. So it's like, how do I ever get back there? I'm trying though, Timothy. I'm trying, bro. Dogs are so kickable. Never ever punch a dog. Yeah, for real, dude. Like, why would you do it? I have a dream that I'm standing in class and I forgot to wear pants that day. That's terrible, man. I don't join the live often, but when I do, we're always talking some religion, politics, papas. Dang. I mean, shoot, man. I saw a video a while back. Some poor babysitter got mauled to death by a pit bull. I don't know, man. I guess I don't know, man. Nature, what is it? Nature over nurture or what? Cause I don't see a Saint Bernard killing people. I don't see a Dalmatian killing people. I don't see hounds killing people. I don't see golden retrievers killing people. I don't see labs killing people. I don't even see Chinese Shar-Peis killing people. I don't see Chihuahuas killing people. Oh, but they would if they could. But they can't, okay? I don't see schnauzers killing people. I don't see kakazoos killing people. But yeah, pit bulls. Pit bulls like to kill people. I don't know. I don't know if it's because they were literally bred and engineered and designed from scratch, and there was like meetings on meetings and PowerPoint presentations made specifically of how could they strategically design these killing machines. I mean, maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. I'm guessing. But I will say, David, man, a loving pet. Man, what is there like a loving pet? The loyalty, the devotion, the resilience. The resilience. They don't hold grudges, you know? They won't throw something back in your face that you said a couple weeks ago. And maybe it's because they don't have the gift of language, but that's neither here either. But at the same time, I don't want to disrespect that, David, because, man, there's nothing like a loving pet. That is a sweet thing. You have to let pit bulls know who's boss. I like that. I respect that. The quick videos are funny as heck, bro. Thank you, Marlboro Stick. I really, really have been struggling with if I'm going to continue doing those lately. It's kind of like how I was with the little podcasting I was trying to do with UFC News to Fall Asleep to, where I was like, you know what? No hard feelings. I just don't want to do something that's not working. And then I stopped doing it. And, I've always wanted to do, I always want to be the best at whatever I'm doing. I remember, I've told you guys this, when I was washing dishes in a restaurant, I was like, okay, I'm going to be the best dishwasher. And I was the newest one there. The other guys had been there way longer than me. And when I was going to leave, the boss was like, no, don't go. We'll give you a raise and we'll let you pick any days you want. And I didn't. I couldn't. But it was like, yeah, that's the way I do things. I'm going to be the best. I'm like too ambitious for my own good. I wish I wasn't. I wish I didn't care about anything. Man, it's a curse being ambitious. I wish I had no goals and no ambition. Man, life would be easier. But it's very hard for somebody like me to work on something every day and see it not do well. It's torturous because I want to be the best. I can't deal with it, man. And if it's not working, then I'm like, okay, let me find what does work. So I want to keep, but then it's like, man, am I going to bail too soon? Would it have worked at a certain point? And then I see people say they like them, they're good, they're funny. And the people that do watch them say very nice things. And the click-through rate is amazing and the average watch time is great. YouTube just isn't giving it impressions. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. Angel Padilla, I had a dream last night where I ate a giant marshmallow, and when I woke up, my pillow was gone. Oh my gosh. You're gonna have to get one of them pillow cubes. Have you seen those weird pillow cubes where it has like a groove in it where you like lay your neck down? It's crazy. I feel like those wouldn't be as appetizing. I don't feel like those are very pillow-like. They're kind of like Lego-like. I don't think you'd wake up to having eaten a pillow cube pillow. Angel Padilla, I think you might want to invest in one of those. You're a silly man, Angel. ARJR 803. Let's say how far behind he is. Oh, it's 8:37. It's 8:37. It's 8:37, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Oh, no. It skipped on me. No. Oh, okay, here we are. Tom Bow with them hearts. Thank you. More heart than Anthony Lionheart. Thank you very much, Tom. That's what I'm talking about. Carrying them hearts in that ice chest. Hearts on deck. Ready for them transplants. Thank you. That's the way I look at it, Star Viper. It's healthy, right? Heck yeah. Billy the Kid or GM, you have to have some settings set to slow your chat view. I never see anyone else with that problem. I think maybe it's an illusion, bro. It's the illusion of a good problem, you know? I think someone just said it. It makes it feel like we're booming, you know, like things are active. It gives me a false sense of success, you know? I don't understand what slow mode means, though. I don't like that. Doesn't that literally limit people from chatting? Like it tells you can't type or like it. There's no way that it could do that without limiting how people can contribute, right? Disco Golf Hutch, those aren't pillows. Oh. Them's ain't pillows. Jenny, I do know what pillows is. And those ain't pillows. Oh my gosh. Marloca with the green hearts. Marloca with the green hearts. Marloca with the reptilian looking hearts. With the reptilian looking hearts. But not in a political way. Not in a political way. Thank you, Marloca. Thank you. Leon Enriquez says for the goal. Leon Enriquez, that dude almost one time. Do you remember that one time that almost he retired me? He's getting me closer to that goal. So it's basically the same thing. Thank you, Leon. Thank you, bro. ARJR says 35-15 to go. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna catch up. Because we're already at 46. And okay, let me do this. I'm gonna catch up, and then I'm going to say the same thing I always say. If you said something, they got ignored. If you said something that you want to repeat, to have read, to have acknowledged, please type it again. David Zimmerman, write a song on a treadmill. Don't skateboard on it. Wait a minute. Didn't somebody do that? Wasn't that like a real famous music video where they were like skateboarding on a treadmill? No, that was something else. I'm mixing things up now. Write a song on a treadmill. I don't know if you could write like a depressing like ballad on a treadmill. I feel like you could write like a hip hop song on, or like a disco song on a treadmill. I don't know if you could write some. I don't know if you could write like an emo song on a treadmill. You know, I think because like when I'm on a treadmill, I feel like I'm doing something good. I'm getting the heart going. I'm burning calories. I feel like I'm doing something healthy. When I'm writing a song, I need to feel sick and depressed and down. You know, you got to really let it marinate. You got to dwell in the muck, you know? ARJR, your song Saying Goodbye to the Dojo popped up on my feed again. I hate that the membership videos do that. I wish private members videos wouldn't be popping up in feeds. Still kills me even though I know the good times that we've had since then. I want to keep it positive, yeah. We have definitely had some good times since then. But you know how I was telling you guys like a couple months ago, I feel like I still haven't really dealt with it. Like I feel like I've kind of been like numb or like not addressing it or not allowing myself to really feel it yet, like because things just kept moving so fast. I need to stay living in the moment. I need to keep grinding. I need to keep working. I haven't had time to really, I hate when people talk like this, and I want to talk like, you know, someone on TikTok or something, but I haven't really like processed it, you know. I still haven't. And there's I know how stupid and how weird this sounds, but there's a part of me that still feels like at some point I'm going to go back home. Like I'm going to walk, like that's my house. That's my house. What are you doing here? This is my house. Like I just feel like, you know, like when you live in a certain place for so long, your body, like your muscle memory, you're just so used to walking down a certain hall, going into a certain kitchen. I just feel like, what? That's my house. And then I'm like, wait, no, it's not. And I just feel like, man, I let that happen. I lost my family's house. That falls on me. And now we're nomads. But yes, we have had good times since then. I have learned, you know, the house, everybody knows this, the house doesn't make it, you know, the house doesn't make the home, I'm going to vomit, you know. It's about being together, you know, your loved ones and stuff like that. But man, I realized, and look, I don't want to be alienating here because I know everybody's situations are different. Some people live in rentals their whole life, and it's like, what? I prefer this. I don't care. People live in apartments, they live in condos, they live in lofts, they live in rentals. Some of the most famous actors. I was just reading about this famous actor. I don't remember who it was, like a gigantic actor. And they were talking about how they rent. They rent their house in Hollywood. They rent. But man, so I know a lot of people do it, but I never knew until I wasn't a homeowner anymore. Man, there's just this feeling of like security that you never knew. Like you take it for granted until it's gone. It's like I can't even paint my wall. I can't even snake my own toilet. Well, it's not my wall, and it's not my toilet. I can't even cut the grass if I wanted to, even if I wanted to. They insist that the landscapers remain the landscapers. But yeah, yeah. We'll continue to have good times, ARJR. We had an arc. We had an arc of me going from there to here. And then, you know, what the goal needs to be, to have that arc of us going to our new home at some point. What an arc that will be. I came into this stream very quiet, very ASMR style, very discouraged, very post disagreement, very irritable, very disillusioned, and so on and so forth, and etc. I cannot believe we hit the goal and in the style that we did. This was a crazy, strong showing. There are people a lot of the time in the streams and the goals that do everything within their power. And they'll be chucking down $2 donations, $5 donations. Like, let's get it. Let's get the goal. Let's get the goal. Let's go. People hit the goal today with donations, with super chats all over the board, from $2 to $10 to, oh my gosh, I think I'm seeing $50 at the top. I'm not seeing the comments in, but I'm seeing $50 all over the place, all over the place. And they did it. And there was still over an hour left, I believe. I'm almost positive there was still over an hour left for the goal. And there's been stupid amounts of memberships thrown down today. I almost did away. It's, you know, it was that kind of day. Wow. ARJR says 38. Yes, I meant Sling Blade. I meant Sling Blade. I love Sling Blade. It's a worthy option. Mike Lang has been a member for 38 months. And he says, Fearless Hyena for the next movie night. Until then, you shut your mouth when you talk about King Jackie. Hello, Dojo. Wait, is Fearless Hyena a Jackie Chan movie? Is it disrespectful to even ask that question? It is. See, okay, I will say this, because I'm seeing some of the stills from this movie here. If there is any Jackie Chan that I can stomach, it's this Jackie Chan. When it started getting into, like, you know, the late 80s and the 90s, it's like, oh, dude, like short hair Jackie Chan? Nah. Nah. Well, I'm seeing some activity on my phone here. Let me see what's going on. Oh, dang. Wait, what is this? Oh, wait, I can't. This ain't Patreon. I can't play this out loud. Hold on, let me see. What? He literally uses the word baddies. Thank you for saying that. Sending that, ARJR. I'm gonna enjoy that very much. This, wow, it looks like it's literally up the alley of what I was talking about. Like, what? Like, that would never occur to anybody that they might actually be the bad people. And I'll keep it generic. I want to say thank you to the official prima of the Mexican martial arts, Marloca, for throwing down in the PayPal. Thank you.
My flow goes deep like the ocean. It burns so hard, grab the lotion. I might hit the 3-wheel motion, cause I'm sipping on this green tea potion.
Thank you, Marloca, for doing it. Thank you. I appreciate it. And now I'm really looking forward to it. It adds a level. It adds layers. Thank you. Thank you, Marloca. Thank you. Marloca says, let's go. And we went. She said, let's go. I'm reading this from the past. I don't know how that works. And she says, let's go. And guess what? You guys went. You went. Thank you. Thank you for helping us get there. That's true. That's true, Star Viper. I guess all the press is good press, you know? ARJR. Oh, I like this song. There's someone called Suki now. Suki Waterhorse. I like her music. ARJR has just blessed FVC with the membership. Thank you. FVC, please understand that you have unprecedented access to the membership tab, and there's a lot of goodies in there for you, bro. So you're going to get a cavity. There's so many goodies in there, bro. Some sweets and goodies. King Indigo, GM, do you watch Jimmy Carr? Comedy sessions. King Indigo, I'm kind of wondering if you're asking me this because you've heard me talk about it before. With all disrespect, I cannot stand Jimmy Carr. I think he's insufferable. I can't listen to him talk. I can't listen to his... Okay, I'm done laughing. Continue talking. And then something funny. All right, continue. I'm done. My laugh is over. He seems so fake. I know not everybody likes the same people, so, you know, hopefully that, you know, I hope you understand, but I can't deal with that guy. I can't deal with that guy. I say most of your... I don't like to say... I think it's so cringy if YouTubers ever refer to their viewers as fans. It feels so gross. I say my viewers, my viewer base is... I say most of your viewer base is older, GM. Is it not? It definitely seems that way. And a lot of the conversation that we've had over the years definitely seems to support that. Let me wait, what is this? I gotta go watch that later. Just so you guys know, this might be interesting for you to hear. Man, there's some good music on today. So 97.4% of my viewers are male. Yeah, of course, this only goes off of the information people give and provide. So for people that are actually logged in and all that, this is what it says. 97.4% male, 2.5% female, and 0.2% transgender. Or it says unspecified. So I don't know. I don't know what they are. 1.8% of my audience is 13 to 17 years old. 1.8. 6.6% of my audience is 18 to 24 years old. 6.6. 38.3% of my audience is 25 to 34 years old. 38.3. 33.1% is 35 to 44 years old. 14.4% is 45 to 54 years old. I have more than double 45 to 54 year olds than I do 18 to 24 year olds. And I love it. That's perfect for me, bro. Like, just the life experience and the references and the culture and everything. Like, man, I don't want to be dealing with them babies. 4.3% 55 to 64 years old. So I have more 55 to 64 year olds watching than teenagers. And 1.5% 65 years and older. So I barely have less 65 years and plus viewers than teenagers. Yup. I would think it would be way more, but only 60.1% of people are from the US. 60%, 60.1. 5.3 from Canada, 4.7 from the UK, 2.4 from Australia, 2.1 from India. That's crazy, man. ARJR has just blessed Chewy. Chewy, Chewy, Chewy. Chewy, Chewy, Chewy. I got love in my shoey. Thank you, ARJR. Thank you for blessing this dude.
'Cause I got all my homies with me.
Julio Rodriguez, Moss and Jesse show was sick. I'm so glad to hear that, bro. And Julio, I don't know if you heard, I gave you a big fat shout out earlier, and I wanted to thank you for the PayPal donation, and I also wanted to thank you for bringing it to my attention and putting my chanclas to the fire to make those movie nights public. That's something that I should have been doing, but honestly, I didn't think anybody cared. I never heard a peep about it. So I was like, no one's gonna watch after the fact when we're not even there in real time. Nobody cares. And then you saying that and bringing it up, to me was a big compliment. Like, dude, someone actually wants to see these. So thank you for bringing it up. It made me do the right thing. It made me make them live. And then you did a super chat. So thank you, bro. And thank you for watching the Moss and Jesse show, man. Thank you. I have fun doing it every single time, and we're getting definitely with our watch time, with our watch hours. We still got about halfway to go with subscribers, but we're getting very close to being monetized. It's happening fast. We're barely on episode 13. We barely have had our 13th show, and we're almost going to get monetized. I had to do way more than 13 videos on this channel to get monetized. Melancholy, all of us. Oh, the melancholy. Yeah, I'm not going to read that out loud, James Bishop, but I got to protect myself. I got to protect my neck. I've been ghost watching this while gaming, and you suddenly go, but I will say this, David. Made me feel like we were on a call or something. Oh, that's funny. You're making me want a game too, man. I want to play some Resident Evil tonight. I made some stupid progress a few days ago. I kind of want to pick it back up, man, but that's funny to think of. Oh, but I will say this, David. Heck yeah, man. Dogs are the best, man. Thank you, Tom Bow. Thank you. You talking about Moss? You talking about Moss and Jesse? Heck yeah. King Indigo, my GF has an ex-owl bully. And he's one of the last in the UK. After him, no more. Dogs aren't the problem. I think pits need a firm, dominant owner. Oh, wait a minute. I was confused. So, wait, what's a bully? Let's see. dang. That looks crazy. Man, that's a tough looking dog, man. Wait. What? They're not even legal in America? How, man, I never thought I'd see the day where a dog isn't legal in a place like the United States. American XL bullies are, oh, I'm such an idiot. I thought it said are not legal. Okay, never mind everything I just said. Are not illegal at the federal level in the U.S., nor are they banned across entire states. However, Pacific cities, counties, or local municipalities may have local ordinances that restrict or ban the breed under the breed's Pacific legislation. Okay. Wow. So they're banned like in the UK, though? Dang. Just tell him that he's a immigrant. Here's the thing, guys. Dang. ARGR. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. ARGR 42. I'm late to ask, but whose feet are we talking about here? Wait, I think you're talking about what I kept saying, because I put the thing right here that says become a member for some feet stuff. So, you know, I think, you know, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna make my morning coffee. I'm gonna make some morning coffee with my feet, and then I'm gonna feed the dogs with my feet. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. But here's what I do know. If I'm caught not doing enough foot stuff and people start complaining, hey, where's that foot stuff that I came here for? I got you. Now I know who I'm dealing with. ARGR 44, we got this 6 more. Let's go. Marloca throwing down hearts, trying to show the people heart, trying to round up some heart in this community. And she did it. Angel Padilla says, let's go. Let's go. David Zimmerman says, Jesse Jr. Sports Fun. Oh, yeah, that's the thing. Oh, yeah, that's a real thing. You see, I didn't play club sports when I was a kid. I didn't know what it was like. They got you. They see you coming. They know that parents will do things for their kids, you know. They see you coming a mile away. Marloca movie. Green hearts and love in movies. Cameras filming the green hearts. Let's watch a movie about green hearts. It's gonna have to be a really good plot, 'cause green heart movie sounds weird. Thank you, Marloca. Oh, ARJR says, let's go for the algo. And he threw down 50 big ones. ARJR threw down 50 big ones. 50 oversized, enlarged, hefty, husky, obese, robust, rotund, big ones for the goal. Thank you, bro.
My flow goes deep like the ocean. It burns so hard, grab the lotion. I might hit the 3-wheel motion, 'cause I'm sipping on this green tea potion.
Thank you, ARJR. You guys keeping me afloat, for real. For real. There's no other way to put it. You all know I can't swim. We talked about this. You're keeping me afloat. James Bishop says, let's go. And with that, it says the goal achieved right underneath. James Bishop splish sploshing around, slish sloshing around. Thank you, James Bishop. Billy the Kidder, I could definitely write a depressing song on a treadmill. All that effort, but going absolutely nowhere. Dude, that's the lyric right there. You're already writing the song. That's crazy. All that effort, but going absolutely nowhere. It's kind of my epitome. I can't think of it right now. I've had too much of a day, and I've been holding my happy hat on like I'm in a windstorm. So I'm dipping out before I crash out over dogs. Legendary Gnome. You know I'm playing with you. You know I'm playing with you. I'm being a rebel rouser. I'm being a rapscallion. I'm being a rage baiter. I'm gonna go punch air for a few and then get to bed. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Marloca says, let's go. Marloca says, let's go, and then throws down. Marloca, now I don't even know if this was intentional. I'm going to go ahead and assume that it was, because I know who I'm dealing with here. Marloca goes and throws down like this, gigantic like, after the goal. After the goal. Understand the significance of that and let it sink in. After the goal. Now, this ain't some type of dirty stuff like throwing some elbows after the bow. This is the other end of the spectrum right here. Throwing down big like that after the goal. That's crazy. Thank you. One of your dreams is to visit San Diego to go to the zoo and go whale watching. Do they have, I think I'm combining things here. They don't have do they have whales at the zoo? Or do you mean like after the zoo, like go to the San Diego, like at the beach and watch the whales? I guess that would make sense. Why the San Diego Zoo? Is that, am I dumb? Is that like a big notable, is that like the zoo to go to? I guess I should know that. It's so close to me, right? I mean, closer than you guys are. I guess I should know this. David Zimmerman, my pit bulls love you, Grandmaster. I mean, I love dogs. Like sometimes I'll go over to someone's house, and I feel like dogs could tell if you like them too. I'll go to someone's house and their dog will just like jump all over me, or they'll like stand on me, do that thing where they put their paws on your chest, and the person's like, "No, get down." I'm like, "No, I love it. I love this." You know, I'm aware. I'm not gonna try to hide it. I'm aware that I'm biased. You know, I've heard anecdotes, and they stick with you. You know, but I love dogs. Let them know I got love for them, David. Uh-oh. ARJR, I think the members only videos come up because I'm a member. I also watched the rough draft sketch. The more flabby for the stabby line always gets me. Dude, so much of that was improv. You know that the entire scene, which I think is my favorite scene of the whole thing. The scene where we're sitting there and I give him the bout and we do the ceremony. That whole thing was improvised. The whole thing, I was like, it needs something else, it needs something. Because how was it originally supposed to end? If I remember correctly, because again, it's not like a short film or anything. I hate short films. Hey, just make a film. I don't believe in the short film. I don't like that. I can't stand whatever. It was, I hate it. I hate it when people think it was a short film. And I'm like, no, if it was a film, I would have made it so much better. It's a proof of concept. All it is like the roughest demo to be like, hey, if we ever had a budget, this is along the lines of the kind of humor it would have, and these are the kind of people that would be in it. That's all it is. And I think the original script ended with when he gets stabbed. And then I'm like, oh my gosh. And then we're like, call 911. Then I'm like, oh snap. Like, does anyone have a charger or whatever? And then it's the end. Like, it was just a funny, like, kind of jarring, just cut. Then you kind of leave them hanging. And I just felt like it just needed something. And then I was like, I had this idea. And I was like, bro, okay, sit down. And I'm going to do this. And then I just told the guy, roll the camera. And I'm just going to do something. Because I like to do stuff. We used to do this all the time when I would shoot with the Voto Boys. Sometimes it got difficult because they wanted to know. And it drove me crazy. They wanted to know what we were shooting so they could plan for it and anticipate it and catch it right. But as much as I could, I did not tell them what we were going to shoot. Because it was always my goal to catch people off guard and make them laugh. And maybe it's just a weird, pathetic validation thing. Because there was times where it was only me on camera. And you couldn't even see the dude behind the camera. You couldn't even see Juan Pablo. You couldn't even see Alex. You couldn't see the videographers. But I wanted to not let them have the script so that I could know for sure when I delivered a line and they didn't know what I was going to say. If I could hear them laughing and see them laughing, I'd be like, yes, that was funny. And I loved doing that. And most of the time when you see me and Flaco on camera, he had no idea what I was going to do or say. And if you pay real close attention, you'll see moments where he starts to crack up and then they have to cut away. And some of them they couldn't because we needed the footage, and you'll just see him laughing. And when he didn't, he's a good actor. He held it together. You know, I don't think I ever shared this with you guys. When Flaco was in, like, I'm almost positive it was elementary school. He was probably in 4th or 5th grade. Because I had been acting a lot. I was in, like, a bunch of school plays. I had done stuff on camera. I had done stuff locally. I had been paid for stuff. I was in a couple commercials. I had an agent. I was going, and ironically, my agent was Asian, but that has nothing to do. I realize right now it kind of sounded like I said I had an Asian, and my agent was an Asian lady, but that was a Floridian slip. I did a lot of stuff with acting, so I felt like I'm kind of in that world. And I went and I watched him in a school play. And I remember I cried. And I remember the rest of my family was like, oh, yeah, cool, Flaco. And I remember I was like, and I remember like telling the people like, no, you don't get it. You don't get it. Don't just tell him good job. Don't give him a fist pump. This was art. He moved me. I was moved. Like he's such a good actor. I remember it blew me away. I couldn't, I don't even remember what I said to him exactly after, because I didn't really want to freak him out. Because this was before we had ever, obviously, he was in elementary school. This was before we had ever done anything with MMA. This was pre that. And unfortunately, I wasn't that close to him back then. There was some weird stuff, and I didn't get to be a part of his life for like the first big part of his life. I didn't get to see him a lot. And it was, yeah. So I'm saying all that to say that he's such a good actor. And all the stuff that I was saying, that stupid stuff that I was saying, he didn't even know. And he's just thinking, keep it together, keep it together. And he did a good job. But we did that on the spot with the bout ceremony. And then I am almost positive I made up in a pinch, and I think I wrote it real quick. I don't think it was full improv. I think I wrote it. we added that scene at the end where we were talking about him being in the hospital and the flabby for the stabby and all that. I think that was like on location. I was like, we got to add this, and then I took a moment and wrote it up. Gosh, man, I wish we could do that every day. I want that to be my life, bro. I want to make videos like that every day. I think I'm gonna have to refresh this because it is skipping out on me. Yeah, this is hopeless. This is getting hopeless. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Dang it. Are you kidding me, bro? Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back. You guys are, I can't even keep up with you today. Okay, Mike Lane. How likely is it that you can get me ARJR's autograph? You could you could sign the back of it if you want. ARJR, do you do autographs? Do you do now? I know for a fact if you get an ARJR original, then you can get it etched like this. But I don't know if you guys are on that level. You know what I'm saying? But like an autograph, I mean, how possible is this, ARJR? Do you do this? Do you do this kind of thing? I don't know if you believe in like voodoo and stuff like that. I don't know if anyone's gonna try to do some shenanigans with your autograph. I don't know if you can find a way to do that without getting your DNA on it or whatever. But I'll do my best, Mike Lane. I'll do my best. I'll communicate with them. And then I could figure it out, man. I could figure it out. I've done an autograph or two. You know what I have wondered? Cause I've had a person ask for it a time or two, which is I don't know how to deal with that. I don't know how to take that. It feels a little bit unreal, and it makes me feel shy. Like, it makes me feel, I would feel so gross if I ever like tried to, even if someone asked me for an autograph, the fact, like actually doing it, I'd feel like Ilya. Like I might as well, start moving like that, dude. Like I'd feel like so full of myself doing that. But aside from that, I've wondered, when people ask me to do that, do they want me to write my name? Do they want me to be real? Do they want me to write Jesse? Do they want me to write love, the Grandmaster, love Jesse? Or do they want it to be like a mainstream, like IMDb, kind of like, do they want me to write like Vincent? Like, I don't know what the expectation is. I don't know if they want me to be in character in case someone looks at it. They want it to look more professional, whatever, and say Vincent. I don't know. I'm assuming they would want it to say Jesse. I'm not positive. Thank you, Tom Bout. Yeah, it happens. I don't want to give anyone the impression that, there's trouble or anything or things are bad. It's just, I feel like you guys hear about it more from me because of what I do, because of the nature of what I do. And honestly, I fear sometimes I could give the wrong impression Because again, by the nature of what I do, I come on here and I talk, and vent a little bit. So I fear sometimes I may give the wrong impression because I'll overdo it a little bit. I'll be dramatic. I'll get silly with it. But it's not like, you know, anything extreme. But yeah, today there were some words. You know, it's a weird thing. It's a very weird thing when you do something like I do, to have a moment like that and then, hey everybody, you know, it's like, you know, you gotta be you gotta be a psychopath to be able to do that. So yeah, it could be difficult. See, I'm not crazy, GM. Your comedy style lends itself to an older audience. And I'm going to be honest, I don't know how many older MMA fans are watching YouTube. Yeah, man. I think I kind of carved out a little bit of a difficult situation for myself, because I feel like a lot of people that would be in my audience are, they work hard. And they're unwinding. They're having dinner with their families. They're watching Netflix with their spouses or someone they're dating. Or, hey, you know what's pretty darn comfortable and relaxing sometimes? Watching Netflix by yourself. You could watch whatever the heck you want, you know? And I feel like they got responsibilities. They got kids. They're helping people with homework. They're being a chauffeur. They got stuff going on, you know? So... yeah, my audience isn't always ready and willing on, you know, on YouTube 24 hours a day, you know. ARGR, that Canadian 5.3 needs to go to Jane. It used to be 5.4 until Jane left. Thank you, Billy the Kidder. It really does make me feel very good to see Moss and Jesse show get embraced. It really does, because I've had such a hard time getting this channel to, you know, trying to get this channel to go somewhere. And if that one can get anywhere with us just having some stupid, silly fun, it's like, are you serious? Really? Like, again, it's on the cusp of monetization. It's like, really? Just by getting together and having some fun once a week, having some laughs, that's easy. Yeah, man, that's a good point, Marco. Because young people, and I don't want to alienate young people either. I honestly, I feel like if there's the young, because I was always like a, you know, old soul when I was like really young. Even I remember being a little kid, like a little kid, and always relating to older people, and old music, old shows, old movies, and I feel like if there's younger people here, I don't want to disrespect them and alienate them. I feel like they're here for a reason. If there's younger people here, it's because they have those sensibilities and they feel a little bit more mature. But yeah, for the most part, I think that's what it is, Marco. Older people are just, they're cooler, bro. You almost got stung by a scorpion. You killed it with a book. Do you have this? Dang. No, dude, I don't think they're scorpion. I think the closest thing I got are those pinchers. You know, they call them earwigs. I don't think I got anything to compare to a scorpion, bro. I think the neighbors a couple houses down have a pit bull. I think that's like, I'm playing, bro. I'm playing. Let me see if I could do shoot. Let me try to catch up and then look into that. David Zimmerman says, exceeding the goal. Exceeding the goal. We've exceeded the goal. Thank you, bro. GM has his goals and we have ours. Let's go. He has his goals, we have ours. Yeah, like 6%. Go ahead and alienate them. They're not here anyway. Your burned copy. Heck yeah, Nigel, that's dedication, bro. Okay, let me go to the I think it heck yeah, I kept all the names in here. I think I think we added a couple more since the last time. Let me see. We added okay. Dirty Diana. The Wiz. Ice Pirates. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We're not supposed to choose it right now. I forgot. I really like the idea that Legendary had last time before she left because she got mad at me. I I really like the idea that she had about we got to do it when there's people there alive. We got to do it so that okay, there we go. I got all of them. We got to do it like tomorrow. So tomorrow is the movie night. And when we're there, we'll give it like 5-10 minutes, give everyone time to show up, and then spin the wheel. Or wait, how are we going to do it? Something like that. That way the person who chose that movie is actually there. And if they're not, then we move on, we spin it again. Because I don't want someone to pick a movie and then they couldn't make it that night and then we watch it and they missed it. That'll be messed up. David Zimmerman Gremlins for movie night. All right, let me put it in there. So basically what we do, David Zimmerman, I have a whole list of movies. And there's a ton of movies on here now. I mean, it's getting too long to even just do a screenshot of. Like, there's Mystery Men, Something About Mary, Mortal Kombat, Commando, Above the Rim, White Men Can't Jump, Young Frankenstein, Brewster's Millions, Chinese Super Ninjas, Dream Girls, The Room, The Wiz. Like, there's just a bunch of random. So we'll spin it right before we start tomorrow and make sure that people, like the one that wins, the person's actually there. Oh, shoot. See, that's complicated because it's not always the same people, man. It's not always the same people. Okay. It seems like the people want this right now. Let's try it one more time and see if it works. Let's try it one more time and see if we can get a movie to win that someone picked it. Let me put that on there. And hopefully that person will show up tomorrow. I'm almost positive that ARJR picked this one. Was that you, ARJR? Were you the one that picked Above the Rim? Above the Rim is our winner. I'm almost positive that was ARJR. And if it was ARJR, then I feel like this was a safe one. Oh, let me put the rate on there. I feel like this was a safe one because I feel that ARJR will most likely be able to make it. So I don't think we should have any trouble with that. Um, no, no, you're good. You're good, David Zimmerman. You have every right to be on that entry wheel. Airbuds 17? What the heck? Hey, should we? Do you really want Airbud on there though? That'd be kind of a refreshing change of pace, wouldn't it? Make you feel young again, you know? Make you feel like that 6%. GM, not gonna lie, I'm very drunk and in my feels right now. Any advice on restarting life after a breakup? How to just continue tomorrow as a normal day, man. I have so many questions, Rashad. Like I'm the kind of person that I have a little bit of a tough time with like I don't want to make it seem like I'm like a weirdo stalker or anything like that, but I have a little bit of a hard. See, I don't want to make you rehash anything and make you feel uncomfortable and make it worse. But like, I guess my first question would be like, is because I mean, that happened with me and Marilena before we sealed the deal. We had a separation. And it was like the worst time of my life. I almost did some crazy things. And then we ended up together. But this may not be, so what I'm trying to say is there's situations where it's like, what should I do? And in certain situations, I'd be like, get her back, you fool, because maybe it was something that the person I'm talking to, maybe it was something that they did, something they could have done different, something they could have done better. Maybe they could make it right, go outside with the boombox. Maybe it was her doing, but maybe if you fight for it, if you could figure it out, or maybe not. Maybe it's like dead, like stop. That's not an option. If that's the case, Marco Liao, let me tell you, I already put the first one, and I'm putting part 2 as well. I got you on there, man, and we'll be spinning that every single week. I got you, man. Thank you, Marco. I try every day to just not drink or smoke. It lasts a couple hours, but I don't know, man. I can't sleep or anything. James, much love, bro. Thank you for being here. Your presence is always a gigantic part of the stream. Thank you, bro. Have a fantastic evening. Rashad, it's the only reason I'm hesitating and struggling with this a little bit is because I do not take stuff like this lightly, bro. And I want to make sure that I'm like respecting what you're saying and taking it serious, because I feel like most people here have been there. I've definitely been there. And thank you, Tommy Winter. I believe I've told this story before on here, and without going into too much detail and making it a whole saga, I'll tell you this, Rashad. There was I'm trying the gym at times. I wake up and just go, but sometimes I feel like um I'll put it this way, Rashad. Well, I could tell you that's definitely not true, bro. That's kind of like a self like condemnation kind of thing, like just allowing your mind to let the walls close in on you, man. Like that's definitely not true. Um before before me and Marilena, I was in a relationship before that lasted um about 6 years, and it was as serious as you could possibly get. And when it ended, I thought I was ending. And I wanted to. Things were bad, really bad. I would call it what you would call a toxic, codependent relationship. Very bad, very unhealthy. And I wanted so badly for that to have worked out, Rashad. And I prayed and prayed, and I cried all that a person could cry. And I was depressed over it. I felt the same way. I remember I would always I would just walk. I would take walks, and I would see other people, and they would look happy, and they had it together, and they were with people, and I just felt, same way. I don't belong. I'm an outcast. I don't have my place like they do. And I thought at the time that was what I wanted more than anything, and I just wanted that, and if only I could have that, that's all I would ever ask for ever again, and please just give me this. Didn't happen, and I had to hear things. I had to hear about that person with somebody else, and all it make you feel sick, and fast forward, when I end up with Marilena, I realized, wow, I'm so glad that those prayers weren't answered. I'm so glad that that relationship didn't stay intact. I'm so glad that I didn't get what I wanted, because if I would have, I wouldn't be with where I ended up, and I wouldn't be with who I ended up with. And my whole life, like all the joys and the grace I have in life now, I wouldn't have. Like, bro, Rashad, think about it, dude. You're still such a young guy. Imagine at the age of 25, 27, 30. Imagine meeting that person and being in love and starting that family, and knowing if I hadn't had that breakup, I wouldn't have this beautiful life, the most important thing in my life today. It wouldn't exist. I'm so glad that that thing happened. That's crazy, Billy the Kidder. I never even heard of Shugyo, and that's how I do a lot of my stuff. Like mentally, it helps you push through. That's so crazy. Um, I think just some of the, just to be very basic with it, Rashad. I think some of the things that we feel in situations like that is there's a lot of familiarity and like normalcy there. You just get, I know it sounds kind of messed up and too simplistic, but a lot of it is just the familiar. It's the routine. You're so used to something, to somebody, you get in a habit. And when it's gone, it's like it throws you off. It shakes up your life a little bit. And there's certain like dopamine and serotonin that you get with certain people that when you're no longer producing that, it feels like something's missing. And I know it might sound a little crass, especially the way that some people put it or the way they abuse it, but the only way to do that is to replace that. And it's easy to replace dopamine. A lot of these people are saying the perfect thing, man. As strange as it may seem, going for a jog, pumping some iron, sweating, building some muscle, that stuff gets the dopamine going. The same thing that the alcohol and the drugs and stuff like that will help you check out with, because that will make you go in this direction. It's kind of like when you drink coffee. All it does is suppress the ability to know that you're tired. Coffee doesn't give you energy. It tricks the things firing off in your body into not being able to realize that you're tired. It turns that off. It suppresses it. So your body is still suffering and tired, but your mind isn't allowing it to be aware of that. And that's what things like drugs and alcohol will do for you, and will put you in a cycle, because it'll numb things and suppress it, and then you're in Groundhog Day. You wake up and I'm still here, and the only way to get out of this pain is to do it again. On the other end of the spectrum is doing stuff like getting up, moving around, getting some sunlight, working out, sweating, pumping iron. That gets the dopamine going. So instead of masking it with suppressants and then ending up right back there, you fight it with dopamine and get those happy things flowing in here from healthy sources. You catch yourself in a good routine, you end up around other people, get that serotonin going, that bonding going with other people. And then you look back and say, oh, I might have dodged a bullet. And do not, under any circumstances, listen to Radiohead. I'm pretty hooked on alcohol and weed as crutches. I don't know, I'm addicted to either, but I know I need at least a lot of one to just make me feel like normal, like numb, I guess. Yeah, yeah, Billy the Kidder. Yeah. Um Rashad, I know everybody has different levels of expertise and different life experiences. And as someone who's never drank alcohol or done drugs, I feel a little bit foolish trying to coach you in a situation like this. But what I can say is what motivates me when I'm feeling terrible mentally, physically, things aren't going right, I'm going in a bad direction, is I look at all the things I'm doing and I realize those things are why I feel like this. Those things are what put me here. No. I'm not going to allow that anymore. These things that I keep willingly doing and taking part in, that's what's making me feel this unmanageable every day. That's what's making me feel this intolerable existence. So, no. It just has to be like a very matter of fact. Like, wait a minute, this thing that I'm calling my crutch, this thing that I'm supposedly leaning on and running to, that I think is like my aid, my assistant, my haven, that is literally the thing that's putting and keeping me here. It's like I think I have this best friend, but they're stealing from me and they're stabbing me in the back and they're harming me. Like, they're not my friend. It literally has to be this very matter of fact, like, oh no, I won't allow that anymore. I think sometimes we overcomplicate things. And I don't want to diminish the struggles of, I don't know if I want to call it like a full-blown addiction, but I think sometimes we overcomplicate those things by putting it like on a pedestal. When it could be sometimes, maybe not every time, maybe not in every situation, but a very matter of fact, like, no. Like, my daily chaos and how that feels. I think I'm going to finally make a executive decision here and say that's gonna overpower. That I'm gonna choose that. That now overpowers any kind of band-aid relief that those things give me. Yeah, that daily awful, existence. I believe that empowers those temporary band-aids. Let's not do those anymore. ARJR has just blessed Martin Stoyanov. Martin Stoyanov, thank you, ARJR.
Family, 'cause I got all my homies with me.
Mike Lang, ARJR just agreed to make me a solid... What? ARJR just agreed to make me solid steel chanclas that you get to sloppily etch your initials on the bottom of. In honor of Rashad. Man, I'm blessed. P.S. Fearless hyena. Yeah, I put it on the wheel. Wait. No. Wait, I screenshotted it. You're right, bro. I'm glad you brought it up. I screenshotted it with the intention of putting it on here, but let me do it right now before I forget. That is crazy, Mike Lang. That is crazy. King Indigo, shout out Rashad for speaking out and not bottling it. 100%. It's a weird movement where, I guess it's been going on for a long time, but people just think like, I don't understand this whole culture where people act like you gotta shut up, be a man. Don't talk about it. I mean, I don't get it. There's nothing there. That's stupid. I know it's stupid, Rashad. I know this is laughable to you in your position. But I had a gigantic full cup of Coke last night. Coca-Cola. In case we need the clarification. And I took a couple sips, but I had a little bit of a stomach ache and I wasn't feeling good. And I haven't been hitting I haven't been super active the last few days. There's been a lot going on with Jesse Jr. Sports and whatnot. And I took a couple sips and I was like, do you ever eat or drink something and literally in the act of doing it, you literally feel like you're doing harm to your body, like it doesn't feel right? And you're like, why am I doing this? I literally felt that kind of gross feeling, like I was actually feeling guilty about even drinking. Like I wasn't even going to enjoy it. But like to the taste buds, it was good. It was so crisp and refreshing. And I was thinking my stomach kind of hurts. I should probably just drink like a glass of water right now. And it was like full to the top, like a brand new cup that I had just got from somewhere. And I knew that I was somehow going to come, because I don't like wasting stuff. I don't like being wasteful. Like if we go out to eat or whatever, someone doesn't finish something, I like, give it to me. Even if I'm not hungry, I just want to waste anything. And I knew I was going to find a way to justify drinking every last sip of that soda because I didn't want to be wasteful. And I was like, I'll drink the water after. And without thinking, I was like, I got to just be instinctual. I have to. I popped the lid off and I just chucked it in the sink. I just flipped it over in the sink. And I was like, I can't. I will find a way to rationalize drinking this whole thing. And it had the amazing little crushed ice in it. I just popped the lid and I was like, there it is. No more thinking. No more debating. It's over. I can't do anything. What am I going to suck it out of the drain? I considered it. I'd be lying to you if I told you I didn't contemplate it. But I didn't. I didn't because there was some remnants of some food in the drain from the dinner before. I'm just not at that level, you know. And I drank some water. You just got to be matter of fact about it, bro. Well, thank you, Dustin Nance. And you know what? If anyone ever made me an offer, I'm pretty sure I would take it. Quark Arc. I don't know about that one, bro. I don't know about that one. Maybe someone similar to me, so I wouldn't have to do the job. But I agree with the sentiment. Rashad, yeah, I don't even drink, bro. And I can't tell you how many mornings I wish I could just sleep through days. I think a lot of us could relate to that, bro. Beautiful. Beautiful words, Angel Padilla. And thank you for being here. I'm going to have to sign out very, very, very soon myself. Got a big full day mañana. And let me, yeah, I tried, David. I tried, bro. I saw some people being generous, and I want to shout them out before I hit the road, Jack. Hoser, the power couple. Hoser, the relationship goals. Hoser, the couple that donates together, stays together. Says can't watch, but saw you were live. Love to the dojo, love to the GM. Thank you very much. Hosers. Thank you very, very much. And a big, gigantic thank you. And this is there's a lot of people showing love in here. doing even more than I ever could by myself. ARJR says therapist fees for Rashad. You're amazing, GM. A workman is worth his wages. Thank you, ARJR, for throwing 50 big ones down. Very, 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 very generous of you right now. You know them club sports ain't cheap, bro. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm kind of, you know what? There was so much good news in here to get to. I was scrolling. I'm like, dang, there's like never ending stuff. But you know what? There was never even a moment in this stream where I was like, we really gotta get to this. It never slowed down, man. You guys were very active today, very generous. We had a lot going on, and I'm very, very, very thankful. Boy, am I thankful I went live today, because you guys, man, did you show up, and man, were you active. Had a lot to say. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I am going to, oh, who's this? We got one more for the road. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Hoser, the couple that everyone aspires to be, says thank you for being a solid guy and helpful to us with 42 big ones and 17 little ones. Unbelievable. Very, very, very generous. Very generous. Very generous. Thank you so much for coming through and keeping this thing alive. Tomorrow, I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to even attempt the edited video tomorrow, because to be very honest with you, I'm going to lose my beanie if I make one and it doesn't do well. I'd rather just stream and talk about the news. Instead of scrolling this and making a video about it and taking hours to record it, cut it up, upload all that, it's like I might as well talk with people. I don't know. But I'm definitely going to, I don't know if I'm going to record a video to upload and stream. I don't know if I'm going to do both, but I'm definitely going to stream. And then in the evening, we have the movie night. Apparently we are watching Above the Rim, which kind of starting to regret now, because we don't even know who suggested it. So we're going to have to find out tomorrow if the person that suggested it is even there in the Patreon. We might have to respin. Rashad, if you are in, if you're a member, that means you have access to the Discord. I hope you're in the Discord. I hope you're in there and you talk to people in there anytime that you want to, because it's kind of like the streams. And you say, I like tuning into the streams just because you guys are like family. I really appreciate you saying that, man. And I believe everyone in here feels the same way. And the Discord is kind of like an extension of this. When we aren't live anymore, that's where the conversation continues. Beyblades is tomorrow evening, probably about 6:30 PST. So Rashad, I hope you don't hesitate to get in there. I already saw people in here saying that they would love to talk with you on the Discord. So I hope that you know that's always an option, and that this isn't superficial and people don't care. This community is like no other. Shoot. Does anyone smarter than I know a quick way to get into the Discord? Because every time I've tried to help someone get into it lately, I feel like I failed. Every time I try to get someone a link, I feel like I could not figure it out. And I really don't want to fail at it right now. Rashad, what happens if you click on this, bro? I just posted a link. What happens when you click on that? Thank you, David Zimmerman. Much love to everyone. Much love, David. Thank you, bro. Thank you very much. Thank you, man. Herb Green. No, we're trying not to, man. We're trying to sway people away from that. Yeah, I added the raid and the raid 2, Marco. So if the person tomorrow that didn't choose above the rim, if they don't show up, we're going to have to spin again. So hopefully you're in the vicinity, bro. I really need to figure out this stupid Discord thing. Absolutely, bro. I'm happy to do it. Or maybe this will work. Try this one too. Maybe that'll work. Try everything, bro. I'm just throwing things out there. And if there's anybody in here right now that's not a member, now's your chance to try to hop on these links and get in. Once in a lifetime opportunity. You don't even have to be a member. You skipping the line right here. All right, I better dip out. It is very late. There's a couple things I got to tend to. Thank you very much for being here. We cleared 3 hours. We did 3 hours on a Monday? Are you kidding me? Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for believing in what I do and helping me to keep doing it. Trust that I will keep doing my best for you guys and keeping this thing moving forward. Thank you for watching Mexican Martial Arts. I hope that you guys are safe out there. Absolutely, man. Thank you for yours. Thank you for your time. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Get in there. Chat it up, boys. Chat it up, boys. Hey, you're the man. You're the man for calling me the man. Thank you. Oh, my gosh. I'm sorry, ARJR. Oh, my goodness, bro. Oh, my goodness. Heck yeah, Rashad. Love it, man. Nothing but love, bro. You got all of us with you, bro. Heck yeah. We'll see you in there, dude. Thank you for watching Mexican Martial Arts. Appreciate it. Good looking out. Late.